those of you who don't know you, I like to talk a little bit about the origin story. Where'd you come, how did you kind of land here now to where, you're out there, you're putting out all this content, writing books, where did you grow up? What got you to kind of like this point in life?
So far, I've refused to grow up wherever I've been. So that's been the best decision that I've made, is not growing up and still trying to maintain a playful demeanor and joy in everything that I do. I started playing rock and roll when I was about 15 years old in high school. And at 17, I started a band in earnest, grew my hair very, very long, and started to front bands. And a band that I put together did really well. I moved out to LA. And I went to work in a temporary staffing business. That's the business that I came out of, as my family's business. And I got a job, and I had a manager who recognized that I was winning more clients than his 3 salespeople combined, and fired all 3 of them and made me cut my hair, not all the way off. I got up to like black crow's length, and forced me into outside sales full time. And I went into outside sales, did a really good job with that company, learned a lot, and just focused on what I knew how to do, which was help people get a result that they couldn't get without me. Ultimately, though, I had a grand mal seizure while I lived in LA, and I ended up having 2 brain surgeries, one to glue shut a big group of arteries and veins that grew into a knot, and another to remove that, as well as the part of my brain that was bruised and damaged. So I ended up back in Columbus, Ohio, not allowed to drive for 2 years when I was 25 years old, and I had to move back into my mom's basement, and which I had moved out of when I left home at like 17. I had moved out. So it was a strange thing. So I got back into sales, grew the family business, became the sales manager, then the sales leader, then the chief sales officer, and grew that company. That whole time I had to make the shift from learning how to sell, which I was good at. I mean, I was good at when I was young, and I had something for it, to transferring those skills to other people, which turns out to be, as you know, increasingly difficult when compared to just producing on your own. So from that point forward, I did this long enough that people started asking me, after they recognized what I was doing, to help them. And I said no for many years. And then I decided to do what I could do. And in 2009, December 28th, I decided to start writing a blog every day after watching Seth Godin.
Love it. Love Seth.
Yeah, me too. And I just started writing everything that I knew and decided I'm going to share everything I can to help people. And from there, speaking and books and all the stuff that comes on the back end of that.